If you feeling Virgo, gas, more gas, hit the gas, hit the gas. Hello everybody, I'm Sanji and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. I appreciate your checking me out. To all my subscribers, thank you so much for hanging in there with me, always showing your support and giving me much love. Now, according to the analytics, a lot of you out there are enjoying my channel. You enjoy watching it. Well, you can show how much you appreciate the knowledge and the little nuggets that I give to you by hitting that subscribe button and the bell so that when I upload new content, you can do what you've been doing, watching, but this time you'll watch as a subscriber. Also, for those of you that have been commenting and sharing with each other, helping each other to grow, as well as teaching me about yourselves, I appreciate you so much. So thank you one and all for the support, for the comments, and for my new subscribers who will be joining by just hitting that subscribe button and the bell. Welcome to the family. Let's get into the video. Good to see you here. Let's get on with the topic. So, you want to know who are the 3 zodiac signs Virgo will most likely regret breaking up with? Well, I've got that answer for you. So let's get started with the video. Alrighty, so if you're new around here, this is typically what we do. I posed a question, and the question for this video is, who do you think the 3 zodiac signs are that Virgo will most likely regret breaking up with? Think you know? If you think you know already, feel free to pause the video, go down to the comment section, write your 3 guesses, and then resume the video at the reveal. For the rest of us, if you need a little bit more information for Virgo, I got you before you make your guess. Let's talk about Virgo, okay? Now, as with everything in their life, Virgos prefer their breakups to be clean and drama-free, okay? Virgos have thought about these things. They have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, and G in most instances. So, in typical Earth sign fashion, Virgos will take their time before making a big decision, especially about a breakup. Now, if they choose to break up with someone, however, you can bet that they spent countless hours overanalyzing everything about that ex-partner. I mean, they've looked at the text, they've examined the fights, the conversations, what was said, what wasn't said, how you said it, why you said it that way, why you didn't say it that way. Virgo looked at all of that. Alrighty, and because of this, it's pretty easy to assume that when Virgo's in their relationships, they don't look back, okay? They've made the best decision for Virgo, so too bad about you. That's how it is. But according to astrologers, there are 3 zodiac signs that Virgo will likely regret breaking up with the most. They might do a slight look back at it. I said slight, like that. Yeah, like that. That's what Virgo's gonna do about that past relationship. Yeah, that quick. Think you know who the 3 sun signs are? Well, you can pause the video here, make your guesses below, and then skip on over to the reveal section. For the rest of you, you need a little bit more information about Virgo? Okay, I got you. Here we go. A little bit more about Virgos. Now, Virgos are known for being the perfectionists of the zodiac. That's who they are. People call them super critical, but again, the thing you must realize about Virgo is that in every way that you think that they are hard on you, they're 10 times as hard on themselves. Okay? So they are not dishing out what they aren't already taking. So, unlike other zodiac signs, that self-examination thing happens on the daily with Virgo. And because of this, they're super picky and they tend to only invest their time in partnerships that have long-term potential. Listen, Virgo's got things to do. And what they don't have time to do is waste their time on you. Okay? Their time is valuable to them. So if you looking like a waste of time, yeah, you're out of there. Again, you're not going to get a look back either. That's just Virgo. Gotta love them. But when in a relationship, they give it their all. And when a breakup happens, it tends to hit them pretty hard, leading into the breakup, okay? And for a period of time after with 3 of these signs. You know yet? Okay, let's keep going. Virgos will likely blame themselves and go through various mental Olympics of what could have possibly done or said differently to prevent the relationship from going sour, how they could have helped you be better. Just saying. Sorry, Virgo. You know that's what you be saying, though. Okay? And therefore, it can take quite a while for them to fully move on from the last relationship, especially if they didn't initiate the breakup, okay? Because that's like a, whoo, wait a minute. I'm almost perfect. What the hell? Something must be wrong with you. How come I didn't see what was wrong with you before I let you in my life? Says Virgo. Moving on. If Virgo was the party, however, who started the ball rolling and realized that the relationship needed to end because it wasn't in the best interest of Virgo, a lot of this overanalyzing would have taken place prior to pulling the trigger on the thing, okay? And that is why this is what you get as an ex from a Virgo. See that? That was the look back. That's how much consideration they're going to have about getting back together with you, especially if they left you. Sorry, that's just how it goes. Alrighty, so Virgos hate feeling like they've made a mistake. That's not what they do. They don't like it. Doesn't feel familiar to them. So it's not too common for them to regret breakups. Does it happen? Absolutely does. They are human. Does it happen often? Nope. Alrighty, but for 3 zodiac signs, it happens more often than not with Virgo. And I'm going to tell you who those 3 are coming up right now. Make your guesses. Coming in at number 1, the number 1 zodiac sign, Virgo, is most likely to regret breaking up with is none other than sun sign Capricorn. That's right. Anybody with a birthday December 22nd to January 19th is sun sign Capricorn. And you came in at number 1, the number 1 zodiac sign that Virgo is most likely to regret breaking up with. Now, you special one, you, because I told you that doesn't happen often with Virgo. Let me tell you why Capricorn came in at number 1. See, Virgo and Capricorn together make a really good, great earth sign pairing. Virgos value security, which Capricorn also values and will provide. That is Capricorn's love language, provision. So the fact that they naturally come in with the mindset of making sure that Virgo is good, that they're secure, that what they need is being taken care of, makes them fantastic. This is Virgo. That's right. Don't even have to teach you that. One less thing Virgo's got to do. Alrighty? Now, they'll also love having a partner, that's Virgo, that is, who's just as ambitious as they are. As Capricorn is definitely driven and all about their goals. They are goal oriented. Look, Capricorn has things to do. Capricorn does not feel right if the money kind of funny. And listen, they got to go. They're going to work. Okay? That's who Capricorn is. So Capricorn will also appreciate that Virgo too is very goal oriented. They got their list. They got things to do. And they're efficiently checking them off. So unlike other signs that, have the list and that can sometimes get deterred from the list, Gemini. Virgo is not like that. Virgo has a list, they're staying to task, and they're handling it, and they're handling it well. Not only they're handling it, their perfectionism about it, their attention to detail is going to impress Capricorn like no other. On most fronts, these two will mesh beautifully with each other, checking off all the boxes. However, I was going to say that, right? However, if this pairing doesn't work out because the two of them were so busy chasing their goals that they didn't prioritize making time for each other in that special way, you know what I'm saying? That way, because they're both super freaky. And although they're goal driven, they both like super freaky time. And if they've made the mistake of not investing time in that area for the relationship, it can go boom, okay? And the self-critical Virgo will probably begin to think it's their own fault. I know. Can you imagine? Virgo, the horror. Alrighty, Capricorn exudes such authority and confidence. That humble Virgo, that's right, Virgos are very, very humble. I know that nobody ever says that about you, Virgo, but you are extreme for all that you are in being criticized about being critical. You're super humble about your achievements, and you're typically one of the biggest achievers of the zodiac sign. But you're not braggers. You're really humble. And Capricorn will miss that about Virgo. Virgo will rack their overly analytical heads about it, trying to figure out where they didn't make time for Capricorn and why they didn't make time for the relationship and why they let this big mistake happen. And out of all Virgo zodiac pairings, this is one relationship that will likely stick out in Virgo's mind the most, as Capricorn could easily be the one that got away. And that is why Capricorn comes in at number one, the number one zodiac sign that Virgo will most likely regret breaking up with. Whew, sorry about that, Virgo. My emergency response system Amber Alerts decided to just start turning on TVs all over the house. Sorry about that. Alrighty, let's get on with things. Coming in at number two, the number two zodiac sign that Virgo is most likely to regret breaking up with is none other than another earth sign. That's sun sign, Taurus. That's right. Anybody with a birthday April 20th through May 20th is sun sign Taurus. And you came in at number 2. The number 2 sign, Virgo, is most likely to regret breaking up with. And here's why. Taurus and Virgo make a great zodiac match. That's right. I said it. They make a great zodiac match because they're both earth signs who have a lot in common, especially the fact that they're both solid. It is what it is with Taurus, and it is what it is with Virgo. And because of that, they're both really grounded, practical, and loyal people. That's who they are. And they like that about each other. They like that there's no guesswork between the two of them, okay? They're both hardworking, and they both have a shared love of wealth and money. Oh, yeah, it's all about the cheddar. It's all about the papers, baby. And they both have it. They're both pursuing it. They're doing what they need to acquire that wealth. They're being smart about keeping that wealth. They work together and they're consistent in it. And because of that, this internal thing about them is very much satisfied. And they like that about each other. They relate to each other really well, and their personal values typically are right in line with each other. So there isn't a lot of exchange and yin and yang that has to happen between the two of them because they naturally pair and fit one another. However, Virgo can be a little bit too critical for Taurus at times. And while Taurus's possessive nature can be a little too overbearing and suffocating for Virgo, especially in the beginning when Virgo has not decided that you fit perfectly into their lives yet, Taurus, that can be a problem, okay? Because you're not going to rush Virgo, and Virgo, you're not going to change Taurus. That is where the headbutting comes in. Fights can begin to escalate when stubborn Taurus either shuts down or bulls their way in and fails to listen to Mercury-ruled Virgo, who, believe me, has thought this through. So the fact that you are being dismissive in how they've thought about this and how this can be corrected, that's a problem, Taurus. Taurus, run. You in danger, honey. Don't do that. Don't do that. And so when those things happen, that's a major faux pas for both sides, and then it can go quickly down the toilet. All righty? However, Virgo, who is sorry, this and that, this video is making me nuts, Taurus. Sorry, Virgo. Whew. Okay, sorry about that. Virgo, who's all about communication, will have an issue with the fact that Taurians have a tendency when they're getting into their stubborn mode to shut down and become fixed, unwilling to negotiate or move off their point, even if Virgo is showing them where their logic is perhaps flawed. That's a problem, as I said. Regardless, however, Virgo will look back on the relationship, because it's over. Oh, in case I hadn't indicated that, the breakup's going to happen between the two of them. And Virgo will look back at that and feel like Taurus was their perfect match, because other than when Taurus would dig their heels in, okay, everything else is like clockwork. Everything else is smooth about this pairing. and the fact that they didn't quite learn how to communicate through the difficult areas, the few that there were, will always be a coulda, woulda, shoulda for Virgo. And that is why Taurus came in at number 2. The number 2 zodiac sign, Virgo, is most likely to regret breaking up with. Whew, I'm having a hard time with this video, Virgo. Everything flying at me. Oh my goodness. And coming in at number 3 is none other than sun sign Aquarius. Anyone born with a birthday January 20th to February 18th is sun sign Aquarius. And you came in at number 3, the number 3 zodiac sign Virgo is most likely to regret breaking up with. Here's the tea between Aquarius and Virgo. Alrighty. Now, Earth and air don't always make the best combinations, okay? We know that. However, for this quirky and brilliant imaginative pairing, something about it just works. Aquarius actually has a lot in common with Virgo, if you didn't know that or not. Oh yeah. And when Aquarius and Virgos link and sync, they won't be able to get enough of each other. That's right. Virgo will want to figure out the idiosyncratic mindset of Aquarius, the individuality, the thinking outside of the box and somehow making it work. Also, Aquarians are the champion of the underdog, and the Virgos are the number 1 empathetic. The biggest hearts in the zodiac is the Virgo. So from them both having that champion and that listening and that care about another person is going to draw them together on a commonality. As well as Aquarius is always game for someone as different from them as intellectual and practical as Virgo is. So Virgo, with their task and sticking to it, but being so precise and good at it, that although Aquarius typically doesn't like people that work within the lines, because Virgo is so magnetic and so task done and successful at it, that is why Aquarius will say, maybe we've got something here. Besides the fact, remember, Mercury rules Virgo. So Virgo's conversation skills are up to task. And believe me, Virgo's not talking about any subject that they haven't studied in depth. So the fact that they can converse with Aquarius when they know what they know, Aquarius is going to love that about Virgo. And they're going to dive in and they're going to want more and more and more. Keep talking. Keep talking. That's right. I want to hear more. That was Aquarius towards Virgo. Yeah, a little vice versa. All right. Now, here's the thing about this pairing. This pairing, however, can go south due to Aquarius's need for freedom and their attitude towards love. That's right. See, Aquarius is more logical than emotional, which is exactly where Virgo is in the beginning of the relationship, because Virgo is going to think it through as well. Is this in the best interest of me? That's what Virgo's thinking, alrighty? And it can take a while for Virgo to realize and admit they're feeling something romantic for another person, and vice versa for Aquarius. As a matter of fact, it will probably take Aquarius twice as long. And although Virgos also need, this time to fall in love, they will begin to start over analyzing why it's taking you so long, Aquarius. Don't you see this perfection in front of you? What's wrong with you? Okay? And that is a problem. And once the Virgo is classifying it and over analyzing it as a problem, that Aquarius isn't falling in love at the same pace as they are, Virgo will begin to fall back off of you, Aquarius, if you don't step that pace up. So, Aquarius, if you feeling Virgo, gas, more gas, hit the gas, hit the gas. All right, but even so, Virgo, if they end up leaving Aquarius because Aquarius kept on mashing the brakes, Virgo will look back at their pairing with Aquarius and wonder what could have been if Virgo had been just a little bit more patient and willing to wait a little bit longer for Aquarius. Okay, here's the thing, Virgo. Let yourself off the hook, because some of those Aquarius, you be waiting a long time. So you probably did the right thing. But be that as it may, Aquarius came in at number 3. The number 3 zodiac sign, Virgo, is most likely to regret breaking up with, probably because the conversation was so good and the other things, well, you know, Virgo. You know. Y'all with that thing y'all do. Yeah. Number 3, Aquarius. Whoopsa! We made it through the video. Wow. Sorry about that, Virgo. Everything that could go wrong around here did. But we made it. Did you get your guesses right? Did you figure out the 3 that Virgo would most likely regret and look back at it a little bit? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I thank you so much for bearing with me and getting through this video. This was a tough one. I thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like the video. Don't forget to leave your comment section below and what you think about what happened with my Amber Alert and everything else that was happening in this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so that you will be notified when I upload new content. I thank you so much for bearing with me and watching the video. I appreciate your time. And until the next upload, you guys take care of one another. I'm Sanji. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.